So I wanted to issue a kind of a response to this New York Times article. And also give you some more alien quotes so you can see the kind of mentality they have. And I've tried to do this before, and I'm going to continue to do it. Okay, the powers that be on Earth, human that is, they do not only concern themselves with current affairs, recent history, and perception management. One of their most important tools for rendering the fantasy world in which we live is the New York Times. It is devotionally consumed by the well-educated people who themselves form a socio-economic subgroup which is cleverly manipulated, even wielded by the classified sphere. Their ignorance is of paramount importance to the truly powerful secret elite. The powers that be have carefully constructed our fake reality, and they strive mightily to maintain it. Now here's the aliens' response to me when I talk like this. Aliens, quote, "Explaining things doesn't entail criticism. Mocking people and institutions is useless," unquote. They mean we are engaging you in a constructive process of education with an objective of heightened awareness. So they are critical of my acidulated viewpoint. And they communicate with me telepathically, which I have stated many times already. Here's some more alien quotes. Quote, "We don't care if it takes 100 years, unquote, meaning they will initiate peaceful contact. They will not desist. First they started with the crop circles, and now they're moving beyond that to telepathic contact with many contactees the world over. And third now, the light ships are beginning to materialize with Stephen Greer's CE5 contact protocol. And this is so huge. This is Stephen Greer's website here, Serious Disclosure. You can go to his website and you can go with him on these contact expeditions, and he will teach you how to do the remote viewing and possibly summon multiple alien spacecraft into the area where they are visible to the spectators in the contact group. And the government isn't going to be able to they're not going to be able to deny that. Okay, here's another alien quote to me. "Your mind is capable of far more than you know." Now what they're referring to here is the circle diagram that they telepathically helped me put together. It's just a very rough overview. without any math of how things work. You have this overarching structure, which is the mind of the Creator, the universal consciousness. Within that overarching structure, you have consciousness, matter, energy, and time. So, when the aliens say that your mind is capable of far more than you know, it means that your consciousness can move from the realm of mind into the realm of matter. And eventually they're going to help us undertake physical materialization, which they call instantiation. They say the symbolism beheld in the mind can be brought to fruition. So the major components of the circle diagram are telepathy, materialization, teleportation, anti-gravity, time travel, timeline venation, around to remote viewing and telepathy. This is all part of a mathematical continuum, and this has been decoded mathematically by a living mathematician. Stephen Greer knows who he is. He's being harassed by the secret government because they don't want his advanced physics and mathematics to get out, because it's the end of their hegemony. With the end of scarcity comes the end of the money system and the end of their grasp upon this secret throne from which they rule the earth. Okay, more alien quotations. Quote, "We will give you a chance to provide for your own kind," unquote. They mean with the physical materialization. They say that we have failed to do so, to provide for our own kind, because we live under this asymptotic wealth distribution graph, which happens every time that you have a money system. This is how the distribution happens every time. And with the end of scarcity, there will be no further need for these antiquated money apparatus. The aliens describe this model as the worst case scenario, quote unquote. Aliens, quote, "This is personal to me. Sending you on a suicide mission is not our objective," unquote. They know it could be dangerous for me to come out like this. Certain powerful people might not like it too much. But the general, who's in the telepathic continuum, has told me that, they're not going to kill me for whatever reason. So what the aliens want me to do is make a positive contribution toward our worldwide awareness. Aliens, quote, "General audience regarding worldwide disclosure. It is a program of introduction, a calm and gentle disposition toward awakening," unquote. Such as you might experience in the morning upon emerging from sleep. Okay, this is how peaceful and non-threatening they want to be. I mean, how threatened do you feel when you see the crop circles? There's nothing threatening about it. Now, when Stephen Greer trains thousands in the contact protocols, the independent groups will go out and train thousands upon thousands of others in turn. They will beckon the light ships all around the world. Any pitiful attempt at a cover-up will be overwhelmed. Aliens, quote, I challenge you to make this information dam burst asunder, unquote. So it's a kind of very polite contredanse that we have to do without violence to get this stuff out in the open. The government is playing an interesting game of chicken, kind of. They think that they can rely on our ignorance forever. With application of the secret physics, we can easily provide for all of humanity with instantiation and free energy. Now, there are certain creatures who populate my worldview that simply externalize the plight of poor people. I describe them as whitey, tighty Republicans. Their policies can conveniently be described in 2 syllables as fuck 'em. So I guess I'll end with that.